Hello, I am Lena, your communication coach, and I'm here today to talk to you about one of the most common problems in communication, as well as how to fix it. One of these common problems is giving incomplete answers or giving answers before we have actually thought about what the proper answer is. I will give you a real life situation as an example. Mary talked to her mother, and her mother asked her if she could take her to the dentist 2 days afterwards. And Mary immediately said, yes, of course, I would be glad to. However, when Mary checked her schedule soon after completing the phone conversation, she realized that she had something else booked. Actually, she had a very important meeting booked in her schedule, and it wasn't very professional of her to reschedule that meeting. But it was also a little bit, let's say, inappropriate to just cancel on her mother as well. So what Mary did was called her mother, and she said, Mom, I'm very sorry, but it seems that I double booked for that day and I will not be able to take you to the dentist on that day. Would it be all right if I took you to the dentist on another day? Can you reschedule your appointment? If not, I will be glad to pay for your taxi transportation. I will not get into what her mother said to her, but Mary tried to fix the problem that she originally got herself into by not communicating properly. And she expressed herself nicely the second time, but Mary could have avoided getting into this kind of a trouble if she had, for example, checked her schedule before she answered yes to her mother. So basically, what I'm trying to say here is when somebody asks us to do something, or if we are available at a certain time, or simply they are asking us a question that we are not sure about, we're not sure what the answer really is, we should give ourselves some time in order to check what the answer could be or is. For instance, Mary should have checked her calendar before she answered yes to her mother, because if she had checked her calendar, she would have been able to see that she was not available at that time, and she would have suggested a different option. Now, it was her mother, so of course there were no grudges. However, if it was some kind of a business agreement and you had to call them back and say, I'm sorry that I told you this, it was not the proper answer, you might look a little bit unprofessional. So once more, make sure to check and give yourself time to answer before you actually provide a binding answer. I will give you another example. Let's say that your boss asked you if you could work on a Saturday. Trying not to keep your boss waiting, you answer, yes, I would be willing to do so. And then you think, okay, but I arranged a family reunion, or I had an agreement with my boyfriend or husband or best friend or whoever to go somewhere, or simply I wanted to take a bath and read a book. Now, if a boss asks you something, of course you might feel compelled to actually follow through, right, and accept the request that he or she makes. However, setting boundaries and making sure that you know what you are willing and what you are not willing to do will definitely help you live a better life and communicate more effectively. So in this situation, again, you can say, I would be willing to if I don't already have something planned. Please let me check my schedule and I will get back to you really soon, or as soon as possible. And then if you see that, for example, you have some plans or you wanted to do something really important that weekend, that Saturday, you can get back to your boss and say, after checking my schedule, I realized that I already had something booked for the weekend. Would it be all right if I stayed a little longer on Friday? Or would it be all right if I made up for that time from Monday on? Or would it be helpful if I recommended somebody who can work at that time, if it's that kind of a job? In this way, So you said to your boss that you're going to check, and then you got back to your boss with the proper information. You made yourself professional. I mean, you look professional, and you did not get yourself into any kind of communication trouble. So one more time, instead of rushing to give an answer, make sure to give yourself some time to check if that answer is correct, or to check if you can respond to somebody's request positively or negatively. It is always better to wait a little bit than to give one answer now and then to change it very soon afterwards. I hope this video was helpful for you. Please like, share with people who might consider this content helpful. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and support my work in that way. If you need communication coaching, please see in the description the email that you can write to. Thank you again for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!